And we'll start our season previews with the first team that you'll see on HBC TV 25 this season, the Wabasha-Kellogg Falcons. They went 1-8 last year with the new coaching staff, but they look to turn around the program this year with a brand new offense.
Well, it was our first year as a staff. We did end up going 1-8, but we were proud of a lot of things we did, especially on defense, returning only one starter. We took 107 points off the board in conference games. That's an outstanding with having all those new bodies and new faces coming in. But very excited about how our season concluded, beating a team in St. Paul Park with 6 times our enrollment. And a few more games we're very close to throughout the year, whether it's Fillmore Central, 6-0, or Dover Iota halftime tie, and played competitively on offense against St. Charles. We're excited about what's coming up, and it was just basically a building year, a launching pad for year 2.
We didn't lose a lot of seniors, so everybody last year is coming back, being familiar with his offense. Everybody's improving, working hard in the off season. Everybody's just coming back with a big mindset to have a better season. We're really looking forward to this season coming up.
Our staff spent some time in Pennsylvania and Minnesota learning different schemes and researching and preparing. So we're excited for them to really take a step forward this direction, score more points, gain more yards, and just overall get better. The single wing is the staple of every offensive team in the country prior to World War II, and we use it for a significant advantage of unfamiliarity. Our opposing teams and coaches have never even heard of it, let alone see it. So in about a week's time, with 8 hours, half dedicated to defense, that's 4 hours to get your JVs to simulate something we do all the way down to 7th grade. We're difficult to prepare for. It's unfamiliarity is a distinct advantage, and that's something we really try to take advantage of here at Wabasha-Kellogg.
I'm really excited about this offense. This offense is great. It's something a lot of teams aren't used to. They haven't seen it before. It's really hard to adjust. It's something we have to adjust each game because we never know what people are going to come in ready to play against. We never know how they're going to line up, and it's a lot of fun to run. It's a lot of fun to watch. I know a lot of people watching said it's always fun watching them try to figure out what's going on, where we're going.
It's fun to be a part of. There's only about 3 teams in our area that actually run it. It's fun to be different. We like to be different here at Wabasha-Kellogg. It's a fun offense to run. It's all about timing, and we just gotta start executing, and I think we'll be fine.
There'll be about four backs that'll take snaps. It's a series of fakes, fake passes, fake fumbles, and we can feel we can distribute out our carries that way and limit our mileage on our backs and stay healthy, hopefully into a deep playoff run.
It's changed a lot. The mindset, even last year, coming into last year, the mindset was a lot better. A lot of people were a lot more positive, and this year it's even more so. We've got bigger senior class, a lot of starters returning. It's a nice atmosphere. Everyone's really excited for this season. What you've been hearing a lot in the locker room, a lot of people have been saying, why not us?
It's always there. We're always looking forward to making the difference, changing what's been in the past. That's a big motivation for us. We're always looking to change what has been the history of Wabasha-Kellogg to what we can become of Wabasha-Kellogg.
Wabasha-Kellogg has been somewhat of a doormat for 30 years, but it's a new team, it's a new year, it's a clean slate, and we can't wait to get started.
I expect a lot from our defense. Our defense this year, I would say, is probably the strongest part of our team. We've got a strong secondary, we've got returning starters in almost every position, we've got a strong core of linebackers, and we're pretty heavy up front too on the line.
Pretty good group last year, like we said, took 107 points off the board. It's a multiple 4-man front that I think gives us the advantage to cater to a lot of different offensive schemes. We've got a nice defensive line, nice linebackers. I think our strength will lie in our secondary as we return all 3, and we've got some depth there. And being a league that is 73-27 run to pass, that's where it's going to start and that's where it's going to stop. So we're going to roll our sleeves up and get to work on defense.
All of them are going to be competition. We're looking for everybody to be. There's going to be a few teams that are going to be harder than the other, but we're still got to go and study our film on everybody. Got to take one game at a time, and that whole week has got to be preparing for that team that we're playing.
There's certainly going to be games that are tougher than others, but every one of them in this conference is going to be a dogfight every night, every time. It's going to come down to who plays their best game, who's willing to work harder for it.
As you saw, the Falcons will open up the year August 23rd against Kingsland in a game that you can see live here on HBC TV 25.